Last time on Mastering Minecraft, our hero dove into the world of cartography, unraveling the mysteries of Minecraft maps. From crafting and expanding maps to using them for decoration and navigation, the knowledge shared was as vast as the world itself. From maps to builds, the adventure continued with the hobbit hole interior transformed into a cozy haven fit for Middle-earth, complete with a warm kitchen and inviting living room and even a heroic armory. With those adventures behind, what new challenges and builds await in this week's episode? There's only one way to find out. Oh, and let's not forget, it's not the hero, it's the narration that's the glue holding this chaos together. If you're here for the smooth storytelling, make sure to like and subscribe. He didn't seriously leave the sign up and proclaim himself the real hero of the channel, did he? That little piece of... I'm going to blow him up. Oh boy, you sneaky little... Well, hello and welcome, dear kneecap community, to this week's episode of Mastering Minecraft. How's everyone doing? I hope you all had an amazing week. My week was fantastic, and it's all thanks to you guys. Nearly 700 views. Are you kidding me? We hit 30 subs. You made my entire week, and I can't thank you enough for that. I think the best way I can show you my appreciation is by not wasting your time. So let's jump straight into this week's episode checklist. Alright, so in this week's episode we are taking a deeper dive to get to know our villagers a bit better. We'll learn how to breed them and explore why we even need them in the first place. To support this, we'll also build a functional villager breeder. Now, I'll admit I got the checklist order a little wrong. First we'll cover why we need villagers, then we'll build the villager breeder, and finally I'll explain the requirements for getting them to breed. After that we'll wrap up our hobbit hole by adding a bed and bathroom for our hobbits. With that said, let's jump into the first point of this week's episode. Okay, so why do we need villagers? Well, technically we don't need them at all. If a Minecraft villager gets killed, they don't drop anything useful, just their head. And there's one thing they really excel at, and that's trading. And trading with villagers can make our lives so much easier, especially in the early game. Depending on the villager's profession, they can trade you items that would otherwise take ages to gather the normal way. Now, you might be thinking, but kneecap, trading with villagers is really time consuming as well. And you'd be right, if it's done the wrong way. So, there are different strategies that one can apply to speed up the trading process and make it far more efficient. And I'll just show you real quick how we solved this on our server in just a bit, but we won't dive too deeply into trading today. The focus is on breeding villagers, but I would like to show you what the benefits of having villagers is. And if you'd like to have a full deep dive into trading strategies, let me know in the comment sections and we'll do a separate video for that. Okay, so let me show you what we have done with our villagers. So as you can see, at the beginning when we were starting this whole adventures, we breeded kind of a lot villagers, and as you can see, most of them have different professions. So, for example, we have a cleric, and the cleric is a villager that takes his job profession from the brewing stand. And you can see a cleric can give us redstone and a bottle of enchanting, which is basically an EXP experience bottle. And if we go on, this villager, for example, is something you'll need for the later stages of the game. But at the beginning, when you're still struggling to finding diamonds or are tired of strip mining, you can basically put in an smithing table, set a villager there, and he will make you diamond tools. And you can buy them with emeralds. And the same thing goes for... Okay, this is the zombified villager now. For diamond gear. So you can just buy your diamond gear instead of mining it if you want so. And I think the most beneficial part of villagers are the librarians. Librarians can sell you books. And for example, you can see we have the Efficiency 5 book that we can trade from this librarian here. And what Efficiency 5 does, it makes your tools more efficient. You can see I didn't apply it for my netherite axe, but for the pickaxe, for example, it is on. So you can mine a lot faster with that. And there are a lot of useful enchantments that make your life much easier in the beginning. And one of the trickiest parts is to get emeralds. And for that you have different strategies. And as you can see, if we walk through here, there are a lot of barrels. And the reason why we have a lot of barrels is because if you put a barrel in front of a villager, you'll get a fisherman. And the fisherman trades string for emeralds. And why is that now a good strategy? Let me go sleep real quick and I will tell you why. Okay, so we're back. The fisherman. Why is string a good choice? Trade for emeralds. Well, a string is a good choice because you have string farms that can produce a whole infinite number of string for you. So, for example, this farm right here, if I activate it, it produces infinite amount of strings, which means I can trade an infinite amount of emeralds. So each one of those fishermen would sell me a specific amount of emeralds until the trade gets locked and reset. So what we could basically do is set up 100 more of them and trade each one to the limit, and we would have stacks and stacks of emeralds. This is how we got the emeralds for Theranok. And you could do this strategy with a lot of different items. For example, the toolsmith, he trades iron for emeralds. And as we know, we have an iron farm that generates an infinite number of iron, and we could use him to trade for emeralds. So this is basically what villagers allow you to do in the early stages. They are a hassle, but it's sure worthy. Okay, so now that we know why we need villagers, we have to know how to breed them. And before we know what the conditions are for villagers to breed, we'll first have to make sure that we have 2 of them. So here's a short little input on how you can move villagers. And one way is, as you can see, by minecarts. So what you want to do basically is have a villager. Oh man. If you have a villager somewhere, you take your minecart. Oh, that's... Give me a second. Okay, no, it's okay. Okay, so you have a villager somewhere, take a minecart, you push him into the minecart and he should... Or you push the minecart into the villager and the villager will get picked up. Or you can do it with a boat. If you put the boat down, he will jump into the boat as soon as he touches the boat, and after that you can basically hop into the boat and drive him wherever you want. Or what you also can do is take a lead and attach it to the boat and you can drag him wherever you want. There's one cool thing you can do with the lead, and that is flying, but I'm so bad at doing that because the start is a little bit tricky. The most guys go onto a high ground and just jump into the flight animation and then just fly them around wherever they want. So that's why I'm not going to do it here, because I never actually made it. I don't know how people do that. But yeah, that's basically how you move them around, and as soon as you have 2 of them, you can start to make a breather. And this is what we are going to do now. So get your seatbelt on and get ready to eat some kneecaps. Okay, so this is basically the ground structure that we need for our breeder. And let me show you real quick how this whole thing works. If we release our friends now, one of them will get a farmer job because of the composter. And now what is happening when the crops grow, the farmer will harvest the carrots that we've planted here and store them in his item slots. So, as far as I know, villagers have 7 item slots that they can fill up with food. And to make them breathe... No, I want to use the axe on you. Chill out, guys. Okay. So to make them breathe, both of them need to be willing to breathe. And for a villager to be willing to breathe, he needs food in his inventory. And what he also needs, for a baby villager to spawn, there has to be enough beds in reaching distance. So we have 4 beds here. If they make a villager baby, it will or can spawn because there is enough beds. And as you can see, at the moment they aren't doing nothing. But as soon as I give them food, I won't look, I'm sorry. Okay, so you really can't look, because if they're feeling watched, they won't produce the baby. And as soon as the baby is produced, whenever that will happen, hey, there's our baby villager. And what is happening now, he's trying to go to play, he falls down the hole, and you can see this hole has a water stream in it. He will get pushed into that corner, and as soon as he grows up, he will swim up this this hole and land here into that corner. And as soon as he's in that corner, we'll have the following mechanism. So just check out real quick. I think it was that block. As soon as he's in this corner, we have a mechanism here. So if we drop minecarts in it, we can dispense them. And because the minecart will hit the villager, it will pick him up and we can move him around wherever we want. And this is basically how you breed villagers and what the mechanism is behind the breeding of the villagers. And you also have a village breeding setup that already catches them. And yeah, this is basically it. Let me finish up the building, and after that we will take our attention towards the hobbit hole. Okay, well, the roof is done, and now we can focus on the final 2 rooms in the hobbit hole. So this is how the roof looks, and let's get down, that hurt, into our hobbit hole. I have a friend here. Okay, as always, I've already designed the rooms, and this time the interior is all planned out. So this is where the bathroom will go, this is where the bedroom will go. So sit back, relax, and for one last time in this week's episode, let's eat some kneecaps. Okay, so here we are back with the finished bedroom and the finished bathroom. And I have to say, man, I'm so proud of this build. I really like how it turned out. So as you can see, the bedroom, classic with the pillars. I like the bedroom how it is. And the bathroom is just epic, man. It kind of feels a little bit too luxurious, but it's okay. I like how the banners serve as towels, and I like how the banner hidden inside the quartz there looks like a toilet. You can even flush the toilet. And yeah, the pictures add good fillers. Oh, I forgot the water in here, but yeah, we could fill up. We could fill up the bathtub with water, or the jacuzzi, whatever you want this to be. And we have a shower head to take a shower if we only want to take a shower. Not we, the hobbit. The hobbit. Okay. And with that done, we have reached the end of this episode. So let's go to our usual spot and wrap up this week's episode. And that's a wrap for this week's episode. Before we end the episode, I want to credit Voltrox. I got the breeder design from him. I will leave a video link to his video in the description, so you guys can go there and watch how to build the breeder exactly. And yeah, today we started by diving into the world of villagers and why they're so useful, how breeding works, and even building a functional villager breeder, like I said, from Voltrox to keep things running smoothly. After that, we wrapped up the hobbit hole with the final touches, a cozy bedroom and bathroom, to complete our Middle-earth inspired retreat. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to join the Kneecap community for more Minecraft adventures. And of course, let me know down in the comments what you did think of the breeder and the whole episode. And if you have any ideas for future builds. And with that said, guys, remember, a kneecap a day keeps the stress away. It's been your Kneecap, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.